Nothing you can do about stolen food? Okay. Quote. Mandatory English is not my first language. I saw a story of stolen food at work and reminded me of one of my husband's stories, so I decided to share it. Over 15 years ago, my husband was a nurse technician at a private hospital in a small town in Brazil. At the hospital, there was a constant problem of food being stolen from the employees' fridge. There were constant complaints, but the administration would just ignore them. One day my husband brought a pot of cream cheese, requeijão, worth 2 reais, about 50 cents. Put it in the fridge, and when his break came he saw it missing. He went to HR to report the theft, and they told him that since it was not hospital property, there was nothing they could do. My husband just said, "Is that so?" Turn around and left. He went to the phone and called the cops asking them to come because there was a theft. He didn't tell them what was stolen. Now, private hospitals in Brazil have a big thing about image. So when 2 cop cars arrived at the front of the hospital, everyone, from patients, employees, HR, and even the top administration, came to see what was going on. One of the cops that arrived ended being one of my husband's uncles, so he just went straight to ask him what happened. My husband, with the most serious expression, just told him, loud enough for everyone to hear, that he wanted to make an official report that someone stole his 50-cent pot of cream cheese. There was a general silence before his uncle asked, "Are you serious?" If I knew this was about a 50-cent pot of cheese, we would not have come, and would have told you to go to the station to make the report if you wanted. My husband just answered with a smile, "I know. That is why I did not say what was stolen, and now you have to make the report." Which he did. Obviously the police wouldn't do anything about it. But because of the whole circus that my husband created, the next week the hospital installed a camera right in front of the employee's fridge, and the food theft finally stopped. Happened to me before. Made tuna salad out of wet cat food. Next day it was gone. The thief got quite the fancy feast lunch, never went missing after that. My wife's workplace had lunches stolen, so my wife made tacos with Carolina Reaper powder mixed in the meat. The thief got quite the burn. There was a food theft problem at my old company. HR put out a notice that food theft was unacceptable, and if caught it would lead to termination. 3 people were fired before it finally stopped. One person was caught stealing an entire pizza. She claimed she thought it was leftovers, but she was on camera watching the person put it down to go use the restroom. And then she hid it in the broom closet and played dumb when the person came back and couldn't find their food. The audacity of some people just boggles my mind. My manager would put a bunch of grapes in the fridge. Someone started stealing them. He started dunking them in the toilet before putting them in the fridge. That guy with the stomach issues got an earful. 1. Hilarious. Good for him. 2. Your English and formatting is better than many native speakers. At least US speakers. Food thieves are the worst. One Friday my boss ordered Chinese for her team, and I ate half my order and put the rest in the fridge for Monday. It was gone, considering it was half eaten, and I ate over the open styrofoam box. They must be the type to fish food out of dumpsters. I've seen plastic baggies for sandwiches that have a picture of a roach. That might shock someone. Sometimes, extreme measures must be taken to get things done. Well done to that cheese lover. I used to use the staff fridge. Now I work in a side room with its own small fridge. So this isn't a problem anymore. I got a 12-pack of soda and forgot to label it. I assumed that people would realize that it wasn't free game, especially since there's a vending machine in the break room. A few days later, one of my sodas is missing. And there's 50 cents in its place. This would be funnier if it wasn't followed the next day by another one going missing. And number 50 cents to replace it. I was expecting some kind of food tampering. This is even more epic. I love the story, but it does seem more like petty revenge than malicious compliance. And yes, your English is top-notch. Everyone here going off about getting nailed for doctoring their food. You don't have to admit it was your food. You have the same deniability the sneak thief has. Until caught. Oh good. I was worried this would be another food trap set for thief story. While I understand the joy in punishing someone who has wronged you, doing so can easily land you in worse legal trouble than them. That's not malicious compliance.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.